Hello everyone, welcome to part 3, how to crochet. Today I'm going to be teaching you lot how to do the half treble stitch. This stitch is bigger than a double crochet. You do tend to use it less, I find. Double crochet is the most common stitch out there, you'll be using that the most. But it is good to know, because eventually you probably will need it. Or at the very least it's good to build that skill. So yeah, let's jump right into it, shall we? So we're going to start off as always, chain of 10. This is our foundation chain, this is where we're going to be putting them in. So yeah, let's start making this stitch, shall we? So to make this stitch we've got to do the following. Yarn over, so you've got 2 loops on your hook here. Now then insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over and pull through. Only pull through one loop. The loop you are in you loop. That was the stitch. Now you should have 3 loops on your hook. Then you yarn over and pull through all 3. Just like that. And now we do this again. That is half treble complete. So yarn over in the next stitch, yarn over through that first stitch. Now there's 3 loops on the hook. Gently tug on the hook to loosen them up so you can put them through all 3. And that is as simple as it gets. In, out, and then through all 3. I tend to aim it in this kind of like upwards to the right direction. That tends to help get through all the loops. And it does take a bit of practice. You might be struggling on getting it through all 3. That's perfectly normal. Practice makes perfect, I suppose. Yeah, so tug it a bit, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So I'm going to keep on doing this till I get to the end, and I'll meet you guys there. Hello, I've just reached the end, and we're going to do the same thing as we did on double crochet. But before I do, notice how the stitches are bigger. Well, that's because they are. I just thought I should point that out. They're a little bit bigger. And the stitch we're going to learn next is a little bit bigger than this. So they go up in sizes. But the bigger they are, the more gaps they leave. Like they leave bigger gaps in between. So yeah, thought you should know that. So to add on this, we simply chain 1 and then we turn. And now we're working into these. Now don't be off put just because there's 2 things we have to go in. Still do the same thing. We yarn over, go in, make sure they're through both loops, pull through both loops. I say pull through both loops. The V looking shape. Till you have 3, yarn over and pull through them all. And then that is pretty much it. What's nice with half treble, because they're quite big stitches, they leave gaps. Like you see these holes here, you can see them in the camera. That's where we work in. So it's quite nice. It leaves a lot more holes, so it's easier for you to find out where to put it. So we keep doing this. And there's something I just want to show you when we get to the end. If you can't work this fast, don't worry. I used to be very slow. And it's when you get to this point, some people might get to this point and think, yes, I've done all the stitches. There's actually one right here. It looks a bit different to all the others, that's why it's quite hard to miss. Because if I chained 1 and turned, I would have missed this and it would kind of go down. So remember, when you get to this bit, you insert your hook in this stitch here. It looks a bit different to the rest, that's why it's harder to find. So now that is all the stitches done. So I've done a few more rounds. all I've done is exactly what I've explained. When you get to the end of the row like this, you chain one, turn, and work into all of these. So yeah, I've done 5 of them. Now, in a real project, you won't be necessarily making these patches, right? But I find they're good to learn a new stitch, and they're quite fun to keep. Because I've got my one here. I don't know if you see that very well because it's a light blue colour. As you can see, it's not very well made. I made this about 4-5 months ago when I was learning how to crochet. And I have a bunch here. This is a treble stitch. I'll show you this next video. I find it fun. I still have them to this day, little patches like this with all the different stitches, just because it's fun to look back on. So yeah, when you get to this point, you fasten off. So to do this, you simply chain one, pull slightly, and then now we can cut the rope yarn. I called this rope. It does look like rope. So now we've cut it, I can pull this and then pull that. Just pull, tuck this, and that creates a knot, and that is sealed. And what you do is you weave these in. And if you heard the word weave and sew, some of you might be freaking out right now. Don't worry, it's really easy. All you do, put the yarn in the needle as so, and quite literally just stab it in, pull it through. From the back, stab it in, pull it through. It doesn't matter what hole or stitch it goes in. It doesn't matter as long as it's like relatively near it. Put it in, weave through. Put it in, weave through. And after doing that a couple of times, you can just cut the yarn. And then that's weaved in. Now we just do that on this side. And now that is your half treble stitch. Congratulations if you got this far. This is just another thing I want to add. When you are doing your stitches, let me do double crochet for example. So I'm doing double crochet, and say in this I mess up somehow. Maybe your hook came loose, maybe your hook fell out, or something like that. And to fix this, all you got to do is take your hook out and simply gently pull, and it will untie itself. And then you put your hook back in and continue working from there. So that is how you correct an error. Alright, it's getting dark, I don't know if you can tell. I hope you all learnt something new and learnt a new stitch and had a lot of fun along the way. Thanks a lot for watching till the end especially. Make sure to like and subscribe, that will support me and bring out this video so other people can see this and learn how to crochet themselves. So yeah, the next video will be a treble stitch, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.